Hi everyone, Ron Crider reporting for duty today. It is Monday, October the 5th, my day 204. I've done 204 of these programs. It's the 204th day that we've been reporting the numbers for you, starting way back in March. I also have some other numbers for you up here. 29 days until the election day, 81 days until Christmas, 88 days left in this year. Alrighty, folks, I've been delaying quite a bit today to try to get this up. The numbers did come in early today. They came in on time, but I was waiting for a report from the White House to determine if the president was going to get out of the hospital today and if he was heading back and what his condition was. We do know that his condition has improved over yesterday. We did hear that first thing this morning, but that's just about all we know. If you can see the TV's up there on the left-hand side of the screen, and I'm kind of keeping my eye on it. We have all sorts of news to report today. Let me give you the numbers first. As I said before, this is my 204th day of reporting the numbers. And unfortunately, our deaths did go up today. 44 new deaths reported in the past 24 hours. Yesterday it was 38. That's 6 more than yesterday. As far as the positives are concerned, the positives came down 1415 today. Yesterday they were 1868. That's an improvement of 453. Unfortunately, the 7-day moving averages for the entire state of Florida went up by 82.57. I need to remind you these numbers I'm giving you right now are for the entire state of Florida. So the 7-day moving averages for death, 82.57. You'll see those on the left-hand side of your screen here, but they'll be in red. The deaths will be in red, but the positives are going to be in green, and the positives are going to be over here on the right side of the screen. Yesterday, the deaths, 7-day moving averages were 77.71, and today they're 82.57. So we're clearly going in the wrong direction there. So all kinds of things to report today. The stock market is flirting with 28,000. It was 28,000 this morning, probably 10:30, 11 o'clock. It's over 28,000 right now at 110 when I'm reporting this. We can't tell really what's going to happen, obviously, at the end of the day, whether it's going to continue to be at 28,000. That's a good number. That's a really good number. The hot news at this hour of the day is that the White House press secretary, Kayleigh McEnany, says she has tested positive for COVID-19. So there you go. There's another one. And Kellyanne Conway has been tested for COVID-19. Also, Bobby Bowden has tested positive for COVID-19. The legendary Florida State football coach, who turns 91 next month, told the Democrat, that's a newspaper in Tallahassee, this morning that he was diagnosed with it. His physician told him that. I believe it was on Saturday, but we're just getting that information. So we continue to watch what's going on with the president. I have my radiation shirt on here today. Oh, I got to tell you something. Talk about how smart I am. Oh, am I smart? I'm a genius. So I've been complaining about the fact that it's so cold in that room where they have this machine that does this radiation treatment. Well, it is cold in there. There is no question about it. But they tell you to drink 24 ounces of water. 24 ounces of water. That's this big thing here that I've been drinking out of. And of course, I had this in the refrigerator. And so when I drank it, and I would drink it on the way over to the hospital to have this done, I was drinking all of this very cold water, which contributed to why I was extra cold when I was in that room. Today I changed. This is not cold water. This is just filtered water that I got out of my refrigerator, but I did not. I let it warm up. I mean, it's been sitting here for a couple of days. So made a great big difference. So if you're confronted with something like that and you have to have radiation, or you need to go into one of those very cold rooms, they tell you to drink a lot of water right before you get there. Don't drink cold water. You're going to freeze your ears off when you're in there. All right, well, this COVID-19 thing is really creating more problems. Now, Paris is getting ready to go to a new level of closing things down over there because they're having a massive outbreak. The French capital will close all bars from Tuesday on, following similar measures in southern cities like Marseille, which closed bars and restaurants on September the 26th in an effort to combat the spread of this virus. So we're having problems there. We're also having problems over in London. They haven't quite decided exactly what they're going to do, but they're going to do something because it's beginning to spread there as well. Now, what do I say every day? Every day I say nothing has changed. We don't have a cure for this disease. We don't. We have a couple of things that you can take to help you get better a little bit, but still, we're still learning about it, and we're going to be living with it. When I say these positive numbers are going to be around for a long time until we come up with a vaccine or a way to kind of stop this thing from moving ahead, we're going to be living with all of this stuff. So this is a really big problem, and we're going to have to remember that you're not safe no matter what you do when you go out. Believe it or not. I mean, you're just not. That's all there is to it. And I constantly say, you wear distance space, wear your mask. Don't be a COVIDiot. Please don't be a COVIDiot. You're better off going nowhere, but everybody just can't end up being a hermit, for heaven's sakes. So I do go out occasionally just to get out. And I'm also very careful where I go and what I do. But we're still in the middle, we're still in the thick of things here. And the president isn't quite out of the woods yet. I'm leaving space in here so that before I actually publish this, I might be able to give you an update on what's going on with the president. Now let me go down to, I have a couple of other really interesting things to put in at the end of this video today. And I also want to give you don't forget to push the like button. Come on, please do that. That's very important. Let's do the like button. And I'm going to pop in here for the weather report for the Treasure Coast. I do this weather report more for the folks that are up north who live down here. There's so many people who watch this video, like the videos. Hey, Ron, thank you very much. You're our connection with Vero Beach. Because they don't get this information up there. They also don't know what the weather is and so forth. You can see I have the TV on in the upper left-hand corner so I can kind of keep track of what they're saying about the president. So you're going to push the like button? Okay, do that. That's good. Let's take a look at the Treasure Coast weather. Thunderstorms likely in the morning, but I didn't see any thunderstorms around here in Vero Beach. Then there's a chance of scattered thunderstorms this afternoon, high 86 degrees, winds east at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chance of rain today on Monday is about 70%. Looks good outside right now. I don't see the rain coming, but very well may. This is for the Treasure Coast. Then tonight, scattered thunderstorms early with partly cloudy skies after midnight. Low 78 degrees, winds east at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain tonight on Monday night is about 60%. And then tomorrow, scattered thunderstorms, especially in the afternoon. High 88 degrees, winds east-southeast, 10 to 20 miles per hour. The chance of rain tomorrow being Tuesday, is about 40%. Alrighty, folks. So, whoops, I forgot to put in the shout-outs today. Oh, so sorry about that. I got to get the shout-outs in. You people are so loyal to me. I have to be loyal to you. So we always go with Marie Arnold. Thank you so much, Marie, and Diana Stark, and Iowa Lizzie, Flyover Lizzie. Thank you so much for watching as well. Joan and Ellen, Elizabeth Hutchison, George, Vanessa, Tony, Kevin, Wayne and Dorothy, our Minnetonka friends, the Kennedys on Long Island, Raymond Carey, Captain Marcia. Hey, Captain Marcia, she's on duty down there today. Danny in New Jersey, Rod and Barb Dubalon, the Peabodys, Britt, Betsy, Sherry Hale, Jay, Timothy, John Marks, and Kelly over at the Polo Deli. Next door friends like Heather Mason Wood. Okay, Heather, hopefully you're there. I bet you are. Gail Beeson, Carol, Karol, Barb, J, Megan Davis, Diane, Joyce, Rosemary Biddle, Edith Stokes, and our Facebook friends here again, Ann, Hallie, Dan Shaw, and George Ed. Kathleen, Bruce, Jay Parm. Hi, Jay. How you doing today? Glenn, Nancy Bicknell, Nancy Strazula, Susan Taylor, Barb Chandler, and Lisa Crider Brown. All righty? Okay, there you go. Now let's jump right into the numbers. Okay, here we go with the numbers. Alrighty, folks, here we are in the numbers department. Today is Monday, October the 5th. New week. And we're going to start out with a little red on the screen, unfortunately. The deaths did go up today. Yesterday we had 38. Today we have 44. That was an increase of 6 for the entire state of Florida. So unfortunately, we're going to have a little red on the screen. And also the moving averages are going to have to bump up as well. Now, taking a look at the positives over here, well, that was an improvement. Yesterday we had 1868. Today we have 1415, and that was an improvement of 453. As I say every day, I'm not as concerned about the positives as I am these deaths, and I would like the deaths to go down. Alrighty, folks, let's move on to Miami-Dade. No new deaths to report in Miami-Dade in the past 24 hours, 193 new positives. In Broward County, that's Fort Lauderdale, 3 new deaths to report and 78 new positives. In Palm Beach County, no new deaths to report and 74 positives. Alrighty, here we are in Orange County. No new deaths to report, 115 positives. In Brevard County, that's Melbourne, 3 new deaths to report, 26 new positives. St. Lucie County, Fort Pierce, 2 new deaths to report, 23 positives. And then we go to Martin County, no new deaths to report, 9 positives. And then in Indian River County, no new deaths to report, 14 positives. And out of the 14 positives, just so you understand, there has been so far since we started 120 deaths in Indian River County as a result of COVID-19. These 14 positives that came in the past 24 hours, 2 of which were in zip code 32960. That's Vero Beach on the west side of the Intracoastal Waterway. So there were 2 there. And then there were 2 here in zip code 32963 where I am on the Barrier Island. Total number of cases over there in zip code 32960 is a total of 876 once we started, and the total number of cases in zip code 32963 were 132. Okay, we're going to go across here and take a look at the 7-day moving averages. Unfortunately, yesterday, good number, 77.71. Today, 82.57. Not liking that a lot at all, and that's because of this 44 in here. The 38 helped us out a great deal yesterday, but 82.57. You can look across here and see what the rest of these numbers are. Bottom line to this is that this 82.57 represents the number of people who passed away each day for the past 7 days. Approximately 82 people passed away each day for the past 7 days. Now we'll take a look at the moving average chart, which I have corrected now. So let's take a look at this. Here we go. We were on a pretty good downward trend. We were moving down quite nicely, and now all of a sudden we have ticked back up again to the 82.57. That's the way it is. I can't change it because that's what the real numbers are. Alrighty, I'm going to show you a world view over here now on the number of deaths and taking into consideration the entire world. Now, this is 48 hours ago, not 24 hours ago. I tell you this every day. I can't give you 24 hours ago with respect to these big numbers because they haven't completed their filing their information. So therefore, I can show you again. You can see all the empty holes here. So most obviously, that wouldn't do us any good. However, 48 hours ago, India was in first place with 902. The USA was in third place, which was actually the USA was in fourth place, which was really good, 332. Now, take a look at this. Look at the populations of these areas we're talking about. India has 1,300,000 people. Look at a massive number of people. Mexico has 129 million. Brazil has 212 million. USA has about 331.5 million people there. So we were in fourth place with the number of deaths for 48 hours ago. Now, as we've been doing every day, here are the number of deaths that took place within the past 48 hours. Again, we have to use the 48-hour method here. And unfortunately, Florida was in first place with 38. We don't like being in first place for this sort of thing. But yes, we had 38. Louisiana had 32. Georgia, our neighbor, was in third place with 28. California, 26. Texas, 25. Arkansas was in sixth place with 18. Illinois was in seventh place with 17. In 8th place was Tennessee with 17. Pennsylvania was 17 in 9th place, and South Carolina was in 10th place with 11. I'll continue to scroll down here a little bit, and we'll take a look at New York. Right here, we moved New York's up at the top right now. New York was in 11th place with 10. Colorado had 8. They usually have pretty low numbers, but there you go with 8. At least they're in single-digit numbers. Minnesota, for my Minnetonka friends up there, they had 2. Minnesota, for my Minnetonka friends, 7. They usually have a lot less than that, but there you go with 7, but they are in single-digit numbers. Let's go to Wisconsin, had 5. Indiana had 5. They were in 17th place. Fly over Iowa for Lizzie out there in Iowa. 5, Lizzie, but you're in single-digit numbers, so that's probably a good thing. And same thing for you, Danny, up there. You have a 4 for Jersey, 4 single-digit numbers. That's just fine. 8 million people up there. It's a lot of people. That has always been a hotbed. Missouri had 4. They were in 20th place. Kentucky 4 with 21. We'll scroll down a little bit more. Let's take a look at Massachusetts. 3. They were in 24th place. Mississippi was in 27th place with 2. Utah, 2. Utah generally has pretty low numbers. That's good for Utah in 28th place. Idaho had in 2nd place. Idaho, 2 and 29th place. Sorry about that. Go down a little bit further here and take a look at Maryland for Julie. 1. Not bad. Only 1 in Maryland. That's not bad. That's good. We're happy to see that number is so small. And that's just about it. We don't have anything else. New Hampshire, we'll tell you about that one. New Hampshire was 1, and they were in 38th place. And then the rest of these down here, like Alabama, Ohio, Michigan, Washington, Kansas, Connecticut, and Rhode Island, either did not report anything or those are absolute zeros. And we're happy to see that. All right, one more place to go here. Alrighty, folks, as you can see, there are no numbers here today for our global view, so there isn't going to be a global view at this time. I apologize for that. That is right now at 11:44 in the morning on Monday morning, October the 5th. So I've been sitting here kind of patiently waiting for these things to fill up, and they're not filling up for some reason, so we don't have any numbers to report here. I'll be back in a moment with a couple of other things. Alrighty, folks, I got a couple of little interesting things to report here at the end of this. I always try to leave you with something that's a little humorous or a little interesting other than this crazy stuff that's going on every day about all of this pandemic situation. So, Discover the Singapore Airlines includes the opportunity to experience in-flight dining on the ground thanks to a parked A380 Super Jumbo jet that has been turned into a restaurant. I think I have a picture I'm going to put up here for you. So there you can go. You can see, go out to the airport, and you go into this plane. You get to eat in the first-class lounge, okay? And they've turned it into a restaurant. They're trying to figure out any way they can to generate some money. Now, here's another most interesting thing. In September, Australian Airlines, Qantas, released tickets for a 7-hour flight to nowhere, and they sold them out in just 10 minutes. In other words, you get on the plane, you get on this big plane, and they don't fly you anywhere. You just go on a plane ride for 7 hours. And taking off and landing in Sydney, the range of prices was $575 to $2,765, depending on the class of the ticket. So I got to tell you, a flight to nowhere. However, I did take a cruise to nowhere. My daughter and I, Lisa Crider Brown and I, were on the launching of one of the new Royal Caribbean ships many years ago, and it was a press party, really nice press party. That ship held something like 6,000 people, and they only had about 1,000 people on board, if that many. It was a very, very fancy event. Took off from Miami, went out into the ocean, anchored way out in the ocean someplace. We don't know where we were. Stayed there for 2 days and came back. But they opened up the gambling casino, and they loosened up the slot machine so everybody could win a lot of money. They served us great food and showed us the ship. It was really a great affair, but we called that a cruise to nowhere as well. Alrighty, folks, that's all I have to report to you today. And so let's just say this, always be a part of the solution and never part of the problem. That's an important thing. And if you haven't pushed the like button, please do so. I would appreciate that. And Look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow, and please have a very, very blessed Monday. It's the beginning of a new week. Let's have a great week here, and look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow. Ron Crider, signing off for today.